Hello viewers, and welcome back to Darkest Dungeon. Today we're going to see if we can continue our extremely good streak of luck. Okay, listen. Luck factors in. This is a game with some built-in variance, there's no escaping that. But, in my defense, it's not like I've been playing really poorly, right? We're following good principles, we're creating situations where we can get lucky. And that's an important thing to do. Now, we've got some higher level missions available to us. But we do not... I don't know why it even shows you these before you have any level 3 heroes. I think it would be a little risky to push into something like that with a bunch of level 1s. So what we need most still is to get deeds and upgrade our stagecoach. But, you know, portraits for upgrading the guild are also important. We haven't really gotten to upgrade our guild, and we haven't done a single mission in the Warrens at all. You guys haven't gotten to see the wonderful, wonderful, horrible enemies. I'm just going to flip through these real quick and see if there's any loot that really grabs my eye. Ooh, that's kind of neat, except that the Grave Robber's stun skill is not something that you could spam all the time. It's a little bit harder to take advantage of than some of these others. Yeah, sure. Let's do this. We'll go to the Warrens, and we'll get some portraits. So, who needs to go on an adventure? It would be good for us to get some more people leveled up to 2 for boss fighting. So let's go ahead and bring Parthenai, because she's right on the cusp. This will definitely push her over. But also, we haven't actually seen all the classes in action yet. Right, we've not yet gotten to use a man-at-arms, and I think we could use a little more time with our Houndmaster, who has a really unimpressive set of skills. I'm not going to bother to correct it right now. We don't have quite the cushion of gold that I'd like for spending a ton of gold on skills. Let's find one more person to come with us to the Warrens. How about... yeah, Booty, you can be the one. Real quick, I haven't looked at my trinkets in a little while. Let's flip through these. I'm actually not going to bring the Legendary Bracer. We shouldn't need it. This should be a very easy mission. And on the off chance that my whole party gets murdered somehow, I don't want to lose it. It's a little bit too valuable to have it disappear in such a silly way. So, none of these are mind blowers. This actually is quite good. We will put that on one of our damage dealers. Let's say her. Right, she's got a significant accuracy boost, really minus a lot of dodge. So we've sort of gone all in on that strategy. Plus 5% prot is a really pretty inconsequential bonus, but minus 1 speed is a pretty inconsequential loss. The dodge stone is a little bit better. We'll go ahead and give this guy the dodge stone. And what the hell, the protection stone. The rest of this stuff we'll just hold on to for now. I'm not sure what I want to do with it. Alright, this one should be pretty quick. This, unless something goes horribly awry, this might be a 2-adventure episode. Alright, we'll just bring the things that we know we need. I don't remember if holy water and keys are useful here. What the hell, we'll bring them. Yeah, 6 torches this ought to be sufficient. I suppose it would only have been 150 more gold to bring the rest of the stack of torches. Probably I'm mistaken to not bring the full stack of torches, especially when I was so willing to just like, yeah, throw in a key, oh, Darkest.exe has stopped working. What? Let's relaunch that. If everything relaunches okay, I'll just cut this bit out. Preparing to launch. Oh my god, it's taken forever. Yeah, apologies. Did they change something recently? It looks like there's a small patch that I downloaded last night fixed a couple of bugs. Well,
Ruin has come.
true story. Pick right back up where we left off, hopefully. Yep, right back into the dungeon. Okay, well, we had a brief crash there. Brief crash. The crash was exactly the same length as all crashes. We had a brief period of recovery from a crash.
They breed quickly down there in the dark. But perhaps we can slay them even faster.
And now we're all set. Let's move forward. Shovels right away, huh? You know what? We're going to go back in, and we're instead going to go around. Since we have the ability to go around the blockage, and it is unlikely to matter. We can use our medicinal herbs here, I'm pretty sure. Indeed, big buff. Great. Yeah, so this is what I was talking about when I said wonderful, horrible monsters. Look at these. It's just, oh. Just look at them. So this is 3 points of blight. Alright, we're just going to go for a knife throw then. Almost lethal.
Such a terrible assault cannot be left unanswered.
Bit of an inauspicious start here. That's a lot of stress very quickly. Oh.
Continue the onslaught.
Alright, so this is one of the things that's cool. This is one of the things that's cool about the Man-at-Arms. He has this attack, Retribution. It deals only 25% of his normal damage, although it is sufficient to, you know, clip somebody who's at real low health like that. And then it puts a riposte effect on him. It marks him to taunt enemies into attacking him, and it puts a riposte effect on him. And if he gets attacked with the riposte up, he will launch an immediate counterattack. These guys have not a lot of health, but enough prot for the amount of health they do have to be annoying. Even with all those things on her that remove her dodge, she's still able to make it happen. We're going to take a stun on this guy because our Man-at-Arms should be able to finish off the wounded one. As you can see, the riposte ability really hits pretty softly. We're going to use his normal attack to guarantee the kill.
Maintain the offensive.
Alright, let's let him have it. Thanks to the buff we got from the liquor barrel.
Brought low and driven into the mud.
Thanks to the buff we got from the liquor barrel, she's offsetting their prot nicely. The reason I went around is that we could get another blockage. There's no reason to use a shovel when we can get to that room by another route that doesn't cost us a shovel. And actually, frankly, I was intending to go like this and hope for a scout up. But really, what we ought to do is just follow this path around like that. And then that gets us to all the rooms without any backtracking necessary. So, in a way, that blockage showing up actually saved us from my poor decision-making skills. I'm going to go ahead and take the chance on this double hit.
Press disadvantage. Give them no quarter.
Pretty okay. How much damage does Judgment do? 4 to 8 minus 20%. So Judgment is pretty far from guaranteed to get a kill here. Let's throw a stun on that guy. Oh, no. Alright, well, never mind. Let's just finish him off.
As the fiend falls, a faint hope blossoms.
I was hoping to throw a stun on him and then use the extra time to get a heal for free, but...
So too will resistance.
Oh well. It's not the end of the world. The Houndmaster is not low enough that I'm worried. We are going to go ahead and feed him this extra food, though. Oh no! Doom! Oh wow, that was remarkably ineffective, actually. We do want to take the drummer down quickly. These guys are dangerous damage-wise, but if you've learned one thing from me this series, I hope it's that stress concerns really override pretty much everything, except for an actual death. Ooh. Well, he's showing me about stress. Let's go ahead and conk this guy on the head with the blackjack. Okay, so 2 damage per round for 3 rounds, and then 1 damage per round for the additional 2. The fact that this guy crit is giving his dot an extra 2 turns of duration. I think we've talked about that before. Alright, let's just lay the damage on as quickly as possible. Very nice. Crit him with a strike that would have one-shot him even if it wasn't a crit. And here's a good opportunity to regain some health. Ooh.
For the slightest lapse in
Wow.
concentration.
Really a lot of critting going on here. Oh.
Seize this momentum. Push on to the task's end.
Pretty good haul there. Now these, you can cleanse these with medicinal herbs if you're smart enough to bring multiples. You probably should bring multiples to the warrens. There's a lot of things you can interact with that take them. Sometimes you can still get a little bit of food from them without it. I think sometimes you can get diseased by using the table without the medicinal herbs. It's not a big deal, I know. Here, eat some food. We got a little extra food. I'm gonna go ahead and put it into her. I think... Does holy water do anything here? Well, let's find out. Indeed. Hey, a trinket. Not even a bad trinket. And some crests. Never had enough crests. I know. Oh, man. She had so many bleed effects laid over each other. We're gonna have to actually heal her when combat starts again. Well, you know, we'd have to actually heal anybody else. She can probably just spam judgment. Get herself back into a good place. Ugh. A whole 25 gold. Well, this one's uneventful, but for a very different reason than the last few have been uneventful. There's just nothing is happening. Wow.
Ancient traps lie in wait.
That could not have happened to a worse member of the party.
Thirsting for blood.
Free shovel.
The promise of safety.
Alright. Swine wretches are bad news. This guy dies first.
A singular strike.
Alright, and you guys don't have to see why they're bad news. Oh my god, they are obsessed with her. She needs to change her perfume or something. Okay, she survived, narrowly. Just have her heal herself. I suppose we could have gone for Judgment, but if you miss with Judgment, you don't get the healing effect. And I wanted to be sure. When someone's on death's door, it pays to be sure. She has very little health and a blight on her. Ordinarily, I would focus on downing the stress guy as quickly as possible, but 2 of our people are already so high on stress that they'll have to be de-stressed in town. I think what we're going to do instead is focus on trying to minimize the number of attacks our healer can take until we can get her back in shape. There we go. Perfectly executed. If I do say so myself.
Exposed to a killing blow.
What do these guys have, like 60% crit chance? She can't do meaningful damage to him, so we'll I'll just throw the dagger where the dagger goes. I feel a lot more comfortable attacking him now that there's only one of these worm monsters left. Get some healing from Judgment. Okay.
Trifling victory, but a victory nonetheless.
Obviously, it's worth popping this chest open. Cool, 8 heirlooms. I think we're in a state where we can afford to push on. Let's see what's in the last room. Torches. Or torches. Scrolls. I was thinking about burning them with torches. I can't remember. I'm pretty sure there's some paper item where you're supposed to burn it with the torch. And then there's several where burning them with the torch is a really bad thing. Yep, sure, go ahead, eat up. Alright, guys.
Cruel machinations spring to life with a singular purpose.
Alright, let's see what's in here. Maybe we'll get, nope, nothing. Alright. Well, that went by quickly.
Their squeals fade. Their confidence is shaken.
We didn't actually end up getting that many portraits out of it. We will not be able to do a ton of upgrading. Lots of crests, though. So yeah, a total of 3 portraits. Pretty poor. We did well on money, though. Plutomania, that's annoying. Dipsomania, that's annoying. Those are both good. Calm is not that big of a deal on a Vestal.
You answered the letter. Now, like me, you are a part of this place.
Yeah, you know, I got some regrets on that score. Let's go ahead and de-stress these two. They could really use it. Okay, this place upgrades with busts. Yeah, the next guild update, or upgrade rather, requires quite a lot of portraits. Honestly, we may want to just go right back into there. Nobody here is really worth firing, I think. Let's sort by class real quick. Do I have like a huge number of anything? I have 3 occultists, but that's not such a bad thing. Only 1 grave robber. Yeah, I think we're fine as we are. Well, I suppose let's just get right back in there. Oh, this is interesting. I've not seen this before. Oh, that seems very good. We don't have the spare funds on hand to buy that, though. I certainly wouldn't want to buy a trinket that leaves us with anything less than maybe 5,000 in the bank. Alright, so the Cove has access to another Book of Relaxation. Those are pretty great. But I really just think we need more portraits. More dice, man. And a bounty hunter skill, or a bounty hunter helmet that makes him better at moving people. We've seen these, I think. Yeah, better at moving people. That's okay. Really, very unimpressive loot available to us. Oh, wow. Well, that's really good, but there's no chance that we'd be able to actually get it, I think. Yeah, I think we're going back into the Warrens. Let's just get right back on it. Okay, so Parthenai did make level 2. That's good. Let's keep pushing. Durandal and Booty can come along. Do we have... We do not have a Hellion at high level. So let's bring you. Do you have your skills set up well? Yeah, those are... That seems like a good layout. And then... Do either of you low-level occultists have the marking skill? Neither of you. But you both have sacrificial stab. We have a little bit of a gold surplus. I'm going to fix one of these occultists up. And we'll take Bretteville. Congratulations, your name was first alphabetically. Hands from the Abyss. I think we can skip that. Alright. So, level up the Hellion. Keep leveling the Houndmaster. And Bretteville, you get to come. You get to drop Sacrificial Stab since you can't use it from where you're standing. Let's go like this. Is Demon's Pull better than Weakening Curse? Possibly. Alright, so his ability to mark will be very helpful for our Houndmaster. This party should be every bit as capable as the one we just brought. We are in fact going to bring the maximum amount of food, just in case we have to use it for healing. Alright, we saw use for both holy water and a key, and honestly, medicinal herbs are quite valuable here. Hopefully we'll get to see it this time. If you use the medicinal herbs correctly on one of those food tables or a beast carcass or something, you can end up getting a full stack of food, or sometimes even more.
They breed quickly down there in the dark, but perhaps we can slay them even faster.
Ooh, 3 swine wretches. So, here we are. This is why these guys are so annoying. They are stress-based enemies, but even worse than that, their attack has a significant chance to cause disease. We didn't see it happen there,
Powerful blow.
but I have seen it happen on many occasions. We should be able to...
As the fiend falls, a faint hope blossoms.
6 to 11 damage. Oh, a dodge. Well. Our likelihood of killing with the Hound's Rush is low enough that I think I would rather just stun the healthy one. Maybe we'll get lucky and we'll get to kill this one before his turn. Oh, not quite lucky enough. Alright, it's okay. A little bit of pig vomit. It's not a big deal. Nobody freak out. He's not going to do enough damage for it to be meaningful. So, what the hell, let's throw out a heal, looking for a crit, a little bit of stress relief. It is a shame that he couldn't, you know, just be useful.
Confidence surges as the enemy crumbles.
Get a kill here, and a kill here. Oh. We failed to get that kill. That's actually pretty embarrassing.
Their formation is broken. Maintain the offensive.
Alright, we gained a bit of stress there, but it wasn't too bad. Alright, we'll use our holy water. Okay, well, that's not fantastic. If we actually need the shovel, then that was pretty good value, but I think it's unlikely that we'll end up needing all 3. Our poor Houndmaster. That dude is going to be the focus of a lot of pep talks and encouragement during the camping phase. Let's see here. I really wish that she did just a little bit more damage. At least she's extremely accurate. I do think it's worth just putting in whatever we have to drop that guy. Let's see. These guys have a lot of... I should say do a lot of. These guys do a lot of damage, and they don't have a lot of stun resist, so I think it was worth trading my Houndmaster's turn for his turn. Right, more range damage, once again leaving him at a pathetically low health total.
give them no quarter.
Alright, let's start in on this guy. He's really quite dangerous. Unlike these cultists, Rend for the old gods is just, 7 whole damage. It's a little more interesting now that it has this debuff attached.
Well struck.
That was fortuitous. So the big pig didn't get to attack us even once there. Works out pretty well. 3 damage per round, not a bad start. We'll go crit fishing for stress relief. I know. So she needs to get him for 10 to prevent him from having a turn. There's a reasonable chance of that happening. Ah.
Grievous injury.
Ugh.
Palpable fear.
We're taking so much stress damage. Since this guy is already dead, we will be avoiding attacking him. We'll just let him die in his own time.
Slowly, gently. This is how a life is taken.
A sacrificial stone. Boy, I wish we still had some holy water. What are the chances of this being a good thing? Ah, that's scouting chance? Yeah. Okay, that's pretty good, actually. Well, I'm glad we touched that rock. Yes, I know. For someone who looks like such a stoic badass, she sure does complain a lot. More horrible carrion worms.
The ground quakes.
You know, you could have maybe done one more damage and been done with him. I think it would have been okay. And hopefully this party will see fewer crits than the last one did. It's probably better just to get a kill than to deliver a stun, huh? Alright, excellent. Very good action economy so far. Once again, no meaningful attacks. We'll just heal a little bit, look for some stress relief. We will not find it. Okay. Easy enough.
Success so clearly in view. Or is it merely a trick of the light?
Man, Wayne, it's not that scary down here. You gotta lay off. Calm down a little bit there. Alright, let's head this way in search of treasure. Hey, you. Get real drunk. You would think that being really drunk would have some effect on her accuracy. Get that disarm. I considered going this way just so that I could get the double disarm to get his stress down. So yeah, that's clearly a person's chest. You can see the nipples. Yeah, you know what? Why don't you read these? Oh, maybe we should burn this. Let's find out what happens. I'm curious. Okay, we can't burn it. Alright, why don't you just read it then? No, pretty terrible. Okay. I could have used holy water on it. It does say on the holy water that it restores purity, but, like, how much is that going to affect what she reads? Really? Ew. Well? Hey, look at that. 14 delicious human meat. I mean, yeah, we'll take it. Sure, everybody try not to remember what this is. I'm really glad we got a scout off so that we didn't have to double back around this area. Her crit rate is wonderful. Look at that. Yeah, not a big deal. I could mark one of them. Perhaps I should. Nah, let's just fish for stress relief. It's not like the healing is irrelevant, but it's not super important. Nobody's in great danger or anything.
Precision and power.
Alright, well that's nice. Let's see if we can't clear this other guy up before his next attack. That would be ideal. I probably should have stunned the front guy so that the Grave Robber could contribute more damage. That was an error. We're going to hit this one. Alright, and then this guy will die to any random touch. He'll also die if we just let him have 2 turns. Do I want to try to fish for some healing? No, let's just lay him low.
These nightmarish creatures can be felled. They can be beaten.
Well, we'll put this on for the trap disarm at the very least. Hey, you. Play with some random rusty bloody knives. Okay, good work. Jeez, that is a lot of extra food that we found. At this point, I think it would be a little silly if we didn't start eating this stuff just for heals. Alright, let's move on.
The light, the promise of safety.
Alright, we're gonna push forward without without using any more torches until our light gets really low, and then we're gonna make camp. Ah, that's lucky. So the dagger attack that hits both of them is not going to do a tremendous amount of damage to either, but the fact that we're all going to get to attack before they do means that if I do it this way, I think that gives me the best chance of killing both of these guys before they get actions. Ah, unfortunate. Alright, she's gonna try this. Fantastic. The Houndmaster will try to finish the Fusilier. Okay, good. Alright, if we play our cards right, that might be the only attack we take the entire battle. Come on, Houndmaster. Oh wow, he resisted the entire attack. No lucky crit. And unfortunately, just a little bit too much health for him to go down, so let's heal. Fish for value, we get no value. We do indeed take one actual hit. Oh, nice. There's some stress relief.
Be wary. Triumphant pride precipitates a dizzying fall.
I know, Wayne. I'm trying to control myself, buddy.
Devastating blow.
Abyssal artillery is really quite good. It's a shame the targeting is so limited. Alright, Iron Swan will let us clean this guy up before he gets to vomit his gross pig juices on us. Pick up the drummer before he gets to attack as well. Everything's coming up Millhouse, man. I know. The sound effect for taking bleed damage is so gross. It's so much grosser than it needs to be. Maybe the effect they're using now should be the effect that you get if you take a lot of bleed damage. And they should add in one that's a little bit less intense for when a character has like a 1-point bleed. It's unfortunate that our occultist really has no options for dealing meaningful damage once we get to this phase of the fight, where we're just sort of mopping up. But easy enough, as always, aggressive action triumphs.
Foolish horrors. Brought low and driven into the mud.
If I use holy water on this, it's probably going to give a buff, I'm guessing, from this description. But it might relieve stress. Let's find out. I'm using my most stressed party member in the hopes that we'll get some stress relief. Oh, it removed a negative quirk. It removed one of the ones that compels them to do dumb things, too. I'm pretty excited about that, actually. Look at that. A battle, and then another battle, and then another battle. We only have one torch left. I think I'm just going to push on. We'll make camp in this room. After the battle. That's my current plan. We'll see how well that survives this hallway. Lucky crits? Aw. Turns out you can't always have them. I do think it's worth swinging here. He could have gotten a lucky crit, right? Or he could just set this thing up so that our Houndmaster is guaranteed the kill.
Oof. Dizzying blow to body and brain.
Yeah, here come the crits, man. These dudes are all crits all the time. Wreak vengeance upon them! Yeah. I really got to get out of the habit of attacking from the back. We need to leave these guys. The Hellion should be attacking the front mobs if she can kill them so that our Grave Robber can continue throwing knives, because this dart attack is just not as effective during cleanup time. Alright, a reasonable heal. Sadly, not sufficient to relieve any stress. Okay, good resist. Yeah, just kill him. Okay, deeds.
Victory, but a victory nonetheless.
Pretty happy to have additional deeds. Let's eat some more of this huge stockpile of food before we go in here, huh? Alright. Oh, this is going to be an annoying battle. We're definitely going to need the camp after this. 30 stress! Jesus Christ! He's at 92 stress now. He was perfectly fine, and they're going to push him over.
Decisive pummeling.
Well, that helps a little bit. Jesus, though. What a horrible thing. I think, in fact, we're going to try to land a stun on this front, too. Excellent. Hellion skills are so powerful. He's very likely to get the kill here, because remember, this skill includes a 1-point bleed. So let's take the swing here and just hope for not minimum damage. Yeah, that'll do. Good stress relief. Alright. Put ourselves back into a good position in most ways, although we're definitely still suffering a little bit of a stress problem. Barbaric Yawp has such a high stun chance that even with the buff, I think it's still worth going for it again. We still might get one of them. Yeah. Perfectly reasonable, I think. Should we try? Nah. Let's just deal damage to it.
A singular strike.
Yeah, really good damage, apparently. And we will try to lay on the Blight. Alright. So he's taking 4 damage at the beginning of his turn. I was hoping to get 1 damage out of that. Since I couldn't stop him from getting his turn in this round, 1 damage, and then the 4 damage from the dots would have made it so that we don't have to attack him again. He would have died of his own volition at the beginning of his next turn. Died of his own volition, sorry. Died due to starting his turn. We wouldn't have to take another action is the thought I'm trying to express there. I'm not doing a great job of it, though. Let's try again. Get that 1 damage. No. Damn. But he did get beautiful stress-reducing crit. Well, at least the thing's dead now. This is a slightly more accurate attack. Okay, fight over. Let's get some healing done. Get some more healing done. Man, we cannot get a crit heal here. Now that all our healers have gone for the turn, wow. That is an impressive haul.
That overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer.
Oh, in fact, a little too impressive. We are short room. Alright, we're going to eat this stack of food. And these foods. Okay. Ah, still too much because we already had a partly full stack of gold. I don't want to drop deeds, that's for sure. I need portraits. It's going to be the dog biscuit. We'll open the chest after camping so that we have the extra space available to us.
Gathered close in tenuous firelight and uneasy companionship.
Alright. Let's get some stress relief. Do you have any diseases? You do not. So you don't need to use your stuff box. We need to unlock his other skills. He has 2 stress relief skills that are quite powerful. Because everybody loves the dog. The dog is a very calming influence. So we actually don't have a huge number of options. Let's hope that this goes right. Okay, good. It would have been unfortunate if that had instead increased our occultist stress by 10. We'll do this as well. Wow. That's not even encouraged. She's just directly hitting on him. Well, whatever works. None of these other skills are tremendously relevant. Everybody's at full health. I suppose we'll do this. Because being surprised is bad. And then we'll give him a stress resist buff. So that he won't get pushed over. Honestly, at 40, I probably wouldn't...
In Radiance.
Yeah, at 40 I won't bother using stress relief on him in town. I'll just, Alright. Lucky us, no trap in the lock mechanism. Again with this. Okay. How much dungeon we got left? It's not very much. Maybe we could toss the torches. Yeah, I'm doing it. Yeah, 2 rooms. 2 rooms and the adventure might actually be over after the next one. I feel pretty confident about that. Hey you, touch the knives. It worked out last time. Nope. But you resist the bleed. And also, hey, let's rearrange our party. Put people back in a sane order, shall we? Alright, potentially our last battle. I'd go so far as to say even probably our last battle. Alright. Good opening. Let's see if we can get lucky and kill this thing before it attacks. Excellent. Now if we can get rid of the swine drummer quickly, we might even get out of this without taking a ton of extra stress. Ah, we don't even need to get rid of him. We can just shut him up. Excellent. She's likely enough to get the kill, by making this thing bleed, then I think we're going to try for this instead of finishing him off. Yes. Alright, so that means we only took one attack the first turn. We might be able to make it only one attack on this turn as well. Awesome. Try to crit heal yourself. No such luck. Yeah. Finish him off.
This expedition at least promises success.
We'll go ahead and just use the torch. We'll take all this gold. We'll eat the rest of this stack of food so we can take this whistle. Let's continue adventuring though. We can see what's in this last hallway at least. Okay, some stress relief and some stuff to interact with. What is your trap disarm chance, sir? 50%. Not very good. I'm wondering if it's worth it to try disarming this trap with him just so that he can get the stress relief. Probably not. Let's use the dog. If he had failed, he would have gained so much stress that I would have felt compelled probably to stress heal him in town. That's not worth the risk.
Some experiments should
All
have
right,
never
well.
happened. You are doing just work ending them.
I wouldn't call it just work, Wayne. Again, it's a joke about the two different meanings of the word just in the English language. Okay, not a bad haul. We actually did get quite a few portraits on this one as well. When I say quite a few, I mean half of what we need to get our next guild upgrade. But really a lot of gold considering the mission. Demonomania. Believes he's possessed by demons. I don't know. With the kind of shit he's into, he might be right.
The degeneracy of the hamlet is nothing, I fear, when compared to the condition of surrounding acres.
Yeah, see, things are looking up. We've got sort of a little bastion of sanity here, if you want to go that far. Maybe that's not a good thing to do. So at 40 stress, I think we're gonna leave him. We could even take him into a dungeon at 40 stress, I think, and be okay. We're definitely in shape for fighting another boss. Look at all these level 2s. Is there another boss available? There's not. Alright, well, that was easy. Come back next time for some more Darkest Dungeon.